What's going on, man? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you 5 simple workout and diet strategies that are going to make sure you're building muscle as fast as possible. And I can pretty much guarantee you have not heard of at least 2 of these things. So, if you're ready, let's get started.
It feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right.
So before we actually hit the gym and talk about specific workout techniques for building muscle, let's talk about pre-workout nutrition. There have been a lot of studies done on this, and some of them have found that having a mixture of protein and carbohydrates within 1 to 2 hours before your workout can actually help you build more muscle. And from my personal experience, I've also found that when I have a meal about 1 to 2 hours before my workout, that I can actually lift more weight in the gym. And as you know, building strength is a big part of building muscle. So if possible, always eat a meal 1 to 2 hours before your workout. As you can see here, I have my carbohydrates covered with the toast and my protein covered with the bacon and eggs. Obviously, there's fat in bacon as well, but from all the research I've seen, there's no positive or negative impact for having fat pre-workout. Now, if you're someone who prefers the workout first thing in the morning before you eat, maybe it's easier with your schedule or you just feel more energy that way, well, that's all right, bro. In that case, I would recommend taking BCAAs before your workout or a pre-workout like Bulk that contains BCAAs inside of it, because some studies have shown that doing so will actually help you maintain higher levels of muscle protein synthesis during and after your workout, which basically means that you're gonna build more muscle. Alright guys, number 2 is proper activation. So a lot of times with certain exercises, you want to target a specific muscle. So with the bench press, for example, I'm about to bench today, the chest should be the focus and the arms and shoulders should just be like the helper muscles. But what happens oftentimes is that your body compensates and you don't even feel it in your chest, you only feel it in your arms and shoulders. And obviously that's not a good thing because you're focused on building a bigger chest. So in this case, you want to find an exercise that forces you to activate your chest, and then you would do 1 or 2 sets with very light weight. So for example, a chest fly like this, super lightweight, really squeezing at the top of each movement so you feel that contraction in your chest, because after that, when you go to the bench press, you're going to properly use your chest and grow your chest. So just to give you another quick example, a lot of guys struggle to activate their glutes, their butt, when they're squatting. So what you'd want to do is before you squat, come down here and do a couple of glute bridges, really focusing on squeezing your butt and feeling that at the top of the movement. I hope that makes sense. Muscle connection. When you're doing an exercise, you have to realize there's 2 ways you can think about it. First of all is just thinking about doing the movement. So with a bicep curl, it's just thinking about, flexing your elbow and bringing the weight up. Now, the second way you can think about it is by focusing internally. This is the mind-muscle connection. So with a bicep curl, this would mean focusing fully on just feeling that squeeze in your bicep at the top of each rep and not thinking about anything else. And what's super interesting is that a recent study performed by Brad Schoenfield, he's one of the top bodybuilding researchers, found that if you do this and you focus internally, it can actually lead to more muscle growth. However, it's important to note that he only found this true for movements that require 1 muscle group. So think of bicep curls, tricep extensions, shoulder flies. This is when you want to use the mind-muscle connection. This means that you do not want to do this when you're doing a compound movement like a bench press or a squat. These type of movements require multiple muscles working together. So for that reason, you're not really going to know where to focus. You're just going to risk injuring yourself. It's a lot better for those movements just to focus on proper form. So before I tell you guys about number 4, I want to take a second to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Bro, if you're not regularly manscaping and you're not regularly, I can't get this shirt off. If you're not regularly trimming the hairs on your chest and your abs, then you're kind of wasting all the work that you're putting in the gym and all the work you're putting in with your diet. You have to realize that when you trim those hairs, it allows you to more clearly see the muscle definition and it makes you look as ripped as possible. And if you don't do it and you're super hairy, it's gonna cover up your cuts and it's gonna make you look more chubby. And with the Lawnmower 2.0 razor by Manscaped, this process has never been easier. This thing is so amazing because it combines a high quality ceramic razor with a powerful 6,000 RPM motor. And that basically makes it impossible to get any nicks or cuts or ingrown hairs. It's gonna give you a smooth, close trim on your chest, your abs, and even down there on your balls. So if you're ready to take your manscaping game to the next level, I got some good news for you. You can use my coupon code to get 20% off your Lawnmower 2.0, plus you're gonna get free shipping. Just click that first link in the description. Gains, bro. Number 4 is diet hacking. I'm gonna put this down for a second. So all of us have a time in the day where we tend to be super busy. For me, it's in the middle of the day. Usually that's when I'm filming a video or editing a video. I know for a lot of people who work a regular job or who go to school, it's in the morning when you have to get ready and commute into the office or to the school. And that is almost always the time where you struggle to stay consistent with your diet. So if you're trying to bulk up and gain muscle, you need to be eating a lot of calories. Maybe that's when you miss breakfast. Or if you're trying to burn fat and consume fewer calories, maybe that's when you just say fuck it and you go through the drive-thru at Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's. Here's what you wanna do instead. If you're bulking up, you wanna make a gainer shake so that you can take it with you to work. And if you're cutting and losing weight, then you just wanna make a simple protein shake instead of a gainer shake and do the exact same thing. Make that protein shake your breakfast, the low calorie, high protein breakfast. From my experience coaching countless guys over the past few years, this small little tweak almost always causes your entire diet to fall into place and then you start seeing fast progress. So I got a little Sarku Japan here, chicken teriyaki for dinner with Julia. And honestly, what I'm most excited about, it's my first day after my cut. I'm lean bulking now. And guys, that's real lemonade right there. I'm so used to that like artificial aspartame taste. It's good. Julia, is Sarku Japan the best mall food there is?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I feel like it's the only thing that's actually like cooked fresh here. Like they cook the chicken in front of you. And you know what? I like it. All right, guys, the 5th and final point is the 6-month mindset. So by now you probably know that if you wanna build muscle, shred fat, and ultimately achieve like your dream body, it's not gonna take you weeks and months. It's gonna take you years of consistent hard work. But from my own experience and from working with thousands of guys, I find that if you just push through those first 6 months and you stay consistent and you don't miss any workouts basically, unless you have like an emergency, that after that, you learn to love the process. You get addicted to seeing your strength increase in the gym. You get addicted to seeing those little changes in your body. So ultimately, the key for long-term success is, winning the first 6 months. So here's what I recommend you do to make sure you make it through those 6 months. Take monthly progress photos. I can't urge you to do this enough. If you just like compare what you look like in the mirror every day, you're not gonna be able to perceive those small day-to-day changes. But if you take a photo now, you take another photo in a month from now, just a shirtless selfie in the mirror, it's gonna be clear the progress you've made, and then that is ultimately gonna give you the motivation you need to continue month to month. I hope that all makes sense. That's gonna wrap up this video. But real quick, if you're someone who's been struggling to see progress in the gym and you're frustrated with your body, then you might be interested in taking my free physique quiz. You're just gonna answer a few questions to analyze your current body type, and then it's gonna recommend the perfect workout routine and diet plan for you. To take the quiz now, just click the second link in the description. And that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you click subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I will talk to you in the next video. If I don't talk to you in the next video, I'm gonna be mad, bro. Stay, be slay.